come on board.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
This is Olga, and I'm from the Detroit Atomy Global Center. And tonight I am here to share with you my testimony on the Absolute Hair Care Set, which is a product that I've been using a lot lately. And it has become a favorite of mine because I was having issues with hair loss already. I was scared that I would lose so much hair that I would go bald. I mean, who wants to be a woman and be bald? No one, right? I wasn't going to let that happen. So I knew I had to do something fast about it. My sister, who's my confidant, who always tells me whether something is good or bad, was noticing that the top of my head was thinning also. She could see my scalp. And that was the reason why she had told me, as a registered nurse, she was doing her own diagnosis that maybe I was just having issue of iron deficiency, low on iron. Then that probably taking iron supplements would help with my issue. Well, at the time, I had very long hair, and every time I would wash my hair and comb my hair, I would see hair everywhere. It would be on the floor, in the shower, on my clothes. It was crazy. It was everywhere. I knew I had to do something fast in addition to just taking iron supplements and cutting my hair shorter, which it is now. I needed to do something about it by trying out, at the time, other brand name shampoo and conditioner, which promised hair growth. And I was always on Google looking up hair loss remedy to see what would work for me, and trying out everything. Some of those recommendations were really crazy and outrageous. But if you were desperate like me and hoping to find solutions, you're willing to try anything and everything that could possibly help. Before Atomy Absolute Hair Care, I was actually using other products with biotin and hair growth oil, but that became very expensive for me to keep up because I would always run out of the products sooner than I expected. So I decided to look for an alternative, and that's when the Atomy Hair Care Set, I decided to give it a shot. For $43 per set, it was not bad. Other comparable brands charge way more, and they came in smaller bottles. So I have been using this for about a year now, and it has helped slow down my hair loss problem. And what's really unique about the Absolute Hair Care Set is that it is all natural ingredients. It's very safe and gentle, and you will not find any chemicals in its formula. It's really just the perfect combination for enhancing your hair and the scalp. And the set lasted me 6 months to finish. 6 months. That's true. It takes a long time. I was really happy about the results because I could see that I could see baby hair sprouting up on top of my head as well as around my head, and I was very happy about it. Now I don't lose as much hair as I did before. I've been very pleased with the results it's given me, and I continue to use it now. And I actually partner it with the Pomegranate Beauty, which is good for your skin and for your hair, as well as the Atomy Hair Tonic. I think it's definitely worth every penny for me to spend money on the Absolute Hair Care Set. It works wonderfully, and you got to try it. And I do recommend it. You got to recommend it to everybody. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Olga, because honestly, my hair falls off a lot too. It's everywhere. My husband has to tiptoe in the house because it's hair everywhere. He's so scared of it. But I thought I was going to lose all my hair, but I actually still have hair, even though. But yes, definitely our absolute hair set is something I hear from a lot of people, how awesome it is and how it has helped them as well. So thank you so much once again for sharing that with us. Let's give her a hand one more time. Okay, so the next testimonial will be about why I chose Atomy. And so let's welcome Rodney Epps, our sales master. Please come on board.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can share my screen with you if you don't mind, please.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much. Matter of fact, Bill, thank you so much. Every time I see new information about Atomy that was already there, I really get excited about it. And hear Olga talk about the product, what it's doing for her. And I was telling my wife the other day, I said, man, your hair is really growing. And she's freaking out all the time because I'm grabbing her, smelling her hair because the product smells so good, right? So I'm really incredible. So the reason why I joined Atomy really was my why, WHY, what has you, right? It was my family. I wanted to spend time traveling with them. I wanted to do some great things. We had an opportunity to go to Sedona, Arizona, I call it one of the great wonders of the world. It was incredible. And being there, right? And I was telling my wife, wouldn't it be nice that we can really build a nice organization, sharing great products for people, that we can travel around the world, seeing all of the great places in this world that we live in. So my family was my real reason. But I realized at the same time I needed to have a quality company. I've been in the industry for a while, right? And at no fault of mine, the company goes out of business and we starting all over again. And the team members call and say, what happened? What happened to the company? And I came to the point to say, I'm tired. No more. No, I'm tired of this industry of network marketing. No one can do it right. And I get a call from a good friend of mine, Michael, Uncle Mike. I call him Uncle Mike. And he put me on the phone with Jake at the beginning to tell me about this unique company. And I said, man, this is incredible. But I made a promise that I would never do another company ever again. But I can tell you this is not just another company. This is a completely different company. If you think you understand the industry of network marketing or wholesale club, Atomy has changed the rules to the game. So I really fell in love with that when I read the article in Ford magazine about this company in 10 years became did $1 billion in sales, guys. I said, oh my goodness, that's impossible. But what really got my attention, Mike said, Rod, hey, I said, well, Mike, how much does it cost to get started? He said, it's free. I said, well, okay. What's the auto ship, Mike? He said, there's no auto ship. There's no forced auto ship. I had never heard that before. I said, what in the world is this? And I got so fired up, right? And I had to eat my own words when I said I would never join another company again. So I was almost secretive for the first week because I was so embarrassed, but it was so excited to hear the great things about this company. I said, my God, people got to learn about what this company is doing. But before I joined, I didn't want to go back into the same situation over again. I said, let me do my homework and see what they're saying about this company. So I went to what they call the Better Business Bureau, right? And I said, well, let me see what they're saying about this company. Hold on a minute here, right? And this was amazing to me. In 10 years, over 6 million members, only one complaint. And guess what? With that complaint, it was resolved. It was a delivery issue they had no control over whatsoever. Think about this, guy. 6 million people in the company and only one complaint. That was a game changer to me. I said, this can't be correct here. I really got excited. You know, I was talking with a friend of mine and he was saying, Rod, you got to take a look at this company that I'm a part of. I said, man, I'm with a really great company. And he said, and he started telling about the company. And I put his company name in with the analytics to see how many reviews or how many people go to the website. It was what they were registered on the internet. But when I did Atomy right, this really got my attention. Look at this. You talking about almost every 6 months, almost 3 million people visit Atomy website. 3 million. Guys, I'm a digital marketer. That's what I do for a living, right? So I went in and I did all my research to learn about this company. 3 million people visit this website every single month. And listen to this here. The average visitors, right, it's still at least over 8 minutes, and they visit over 9 pages on Atomy. That's unheard of. And to this day, when someone called me about their company, I say, hey, let's do the research, right? And I do the research of that company, right? I say, let's take a look at it. It's, oh my God, I don't know why we're not registering. I don't know why we have so many complaints. I don't know why no one is visiting our pages at all. Guys, this is a winner. I always love to tell this story here. You know, it was the story of a guy who was took his family out to this great restaurant, the Red Lobster, to sit down and eat. And they were having a great time. And when the waiter came back, right, he said, excuse me, waiter, he said, I noticed the lobster you bought me, it was missing a claw. And he said, what's the problem? And of course, the waiter said, well, it got in a fight with one of the other lobsters in the kitchen. And that's what happened. He said, well, bring me the winner. That's what me and my family and friends desire also. Bring us a winner. Atomy to us, hands down, is one of the best companies we've ever seen in literally my 20 years of this industry. And it's changing lives. And I'm amazed every day when I go back to take a look at the back office, people are ordering product whatsoever. They're ordering products, right, before other companies force us to order products. But people are ordering on their own free will. They're calling all the time and say, hey, when are they going to get the vitamin C back again? I said, well, you better purchase it right away because they're going to sell out quick, right? Guys, we have something here. We have something that's really incredible. I'm so blessed to be a part of this international team. I'm so blessed that Michael, Uncle Mike, and Jake picked up the phone and gave him a call and put me on the phone with Sherry them. Guys, I'm really, really blessed. And this is really, guys, listen to me very carefully. My wife is the very person who scrutinizes almost everything, right? But this is the first company that I don't have to say, honey, get on the call, get on the webinar, get on the presentation. She's forcing me to get on. Let's go. We got to fulfill our dreams with this company. Thank you so much, guys, for allowing me to share my story, allow me and my wife to be a part of this great company, and allow us to share this vision with the rest of our family and our friends also. We love you guys to the moon and back. Love you very much. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. I felt your passion and man, you know how to talk. And thank you so much for that tip too. Just checking the BBB, the Best Business Bureau, because I actually never thought, I never checked about Atomy before, but I would check about other companies just to make sure before I buy from, if I want to buy clothes or whatever, I check those. But I'm so thankful to hear that Atomy actually has such a great rating, and that's so awesome. And man, I feel like I hope you have your YouTube channel because you're a speaker.
Thank you.
Very good at telling people the information as well. And welcome to Atomy family.
Yeah, glad to be here. Thank you so much.
Give a one more round of applause. All right, so our third testimony will be about HemoHIM, which we all love and hopefully are benefiting from that. So I'm excited to hear that. So let's welcome Lynn Widenroth. Please come on board.
Hi, everybody. Well, first of all, my name is Lynn Widenroth, and I'm an agent with the Boston Global Center. I want to thank Jason Shim for inviting me to speak today. I really appreciate the opportunity because I really believe in our products, and I have some great news and a testimony about HemoHIM. Now, HemoHIM is our star product. I think everybody hears about it when they first join with Atomy. But I have to be honest with you, I was wondering what this HemoHIM was all about. When I first heard about what it could do in regards to modulating our immune system, I have to admit I was a little skeptical. I'm a registered nurse, and I've been a nurse for longer than you. Probably many of you have been alive. And I like to see the scientific evidence about how things work. So I set out to find out for myself. As a nurse, I believe in what they call complementary medicine. I believe in the medical aspect of medicine, but I also believe in the natural aspect of medicine. And I feel they both have a place in our healthcare. And so I'm always looking for good complementary natural methods to support the medical healthcare that I work in. I researched the 3 herbs that are found in HemoHIM, and I was really impressed at what I learned. I was also impressed that I did most of my learning on the National Institutes of Health website in Washington, D.C. As a nurse, I know that that's a credible website and that what they publish has been proven through different scientific studies. Then I saw that it was FDA approved, which is a good thing here in America. I think the FDAs in other countries are even stricter than we are. But when I saw that it was approved by the FDA, knowing how difficult they can be, that also was another mark of credibility for me. The icing on the cake for me was when I saw a YouTube video by our CEO, Mr. Park, where he explained the science behind the immune system and how HemoHIM can modulate it. I was very impressed at Mr. Park's level of knowledge of the immune system, and I appreciated very much the time that he had taken to educate himself to learn the details of that and how HemoHIM affects our immune system. I've listened to testimony after testimony about the relief that HemoHIM gives to people who suffer allergies. I know that there's a lady on tonight that's having trouble with her allergies today, and she said she's going to take her HemoHIM. So I thought, well, this is something I'm going to have to remember so that as people ask me for advice, and when you're a nurse or a doctor, people ask you for a lot of advice, I'll have something positive to give them. Not too very long ago, a very dear friend of mine was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she's currently undergoing chemotherapy. I'm keenly aware of the drug combination that she's being given and how much its effects can be devastating on the immune system. Many forms of chemotherapy make people very vulnerable to infection. And of course, in this day of COVID-19, knowing you're getting chemotherapy with COVID out there is very frightening. I asked her if she would consider taking HemoHIM if her doctor approved it. And so she brought my research to him, and he said to her that she could take it while she was getting chemo. I'm really happy to report and shocked to report that after her second cycle, she didn't need the shot that boosts your immune system. Her doctor, she got the chemo on a Friday, and he said, come back on Monday because you're probably going to need a shot. She went on Monday, and he said, oh, your blood counts are good. I guess the chemo hasn't kicked in yet. Come back on Thursday. She went back on Thursday, and her blood counts were still good. And he was shocked. He couldn't believe it. So he said, well, come back on Monday because surely by then you're going to need a shot of the Neulasta, which, by the way, costs between $3,000 and $5,000 for one shot. She kept taking the HemoHIM twice a day as much as she could. There were days when she just didn't feel like she could take it, but she took it as much as she could. And when she went back to the clinic on that Monday, she did not need the Neulasta shot. Everybody's pretty shocked about this. Now, I don't think her doctor is giving the HemoHIM credit yet because you don't change medical minds overnight, but this sure has changed mine. She did receive her third cycle of chemo, and without even checking her blood, he gave her that shot. And she was in bed with severe bone pain for several days. And it breaks my heart because her bone marrow probably didn't need to be stimulated, and now her bones must feel like they're going to rupture. So she's not going to allow him to give her that shot anymore until he checks her blood because she's staying on the HemoHIM. People in my church have gotten together to buy this for her, and she's really, really pleased that she can take something natural while fighting her breast cancer. I'm going to continue to advocate for people to take HemoHIM to support their immune systems. I've got a box of it in the house at all times. I don't take it every day. I'm saving it so that if I ever start to feel like I'm sick or like I'm getting a cold or the flu, that's what I'm reaching for before I reach for any medicine. I've researched every supplement that Atomy has to offer. We just learned last night, anybody concerned about hair loss, saw palmetto for men and women can help prevent hair loss in people. So we have supplements that do many, many things. And when you start to research them and see, you'll understand that Atomy has picked the best of the best to keep us healthy, and heaven forbid we get sick, to help get us well as fast as we can. Thank you again for your time, and thank you so much to this incredible company, Atomy.
Thank you so much.